best describes how teachers feel from what I talk to other people. We feel like we are the soldiers that were sent into battle with empty hands. We feel like cannon meat. That's how we feel.
My district should be doing everything that it can to protect us and to help us. Because without us, what are they?
This fall, schools around the country have faced pressure from government officials, parents, and community members to return to campuses for the new academic year. With little guidance on the national level, school districts were largely left to chart their own paths to reopening during a pandemic, having to weigh the risk of returning and the needs of students. And stuck in the middle of it all were the teachers.
I've always known that a lot of people only think that some teachers are good teachers, that maybe you're an exceptional teacher, but you're the exception. But then when COVID hit, and we were forced to do remote at the turn of a hat, you know, you would see so much appreciation for teachers. We really pulled through for our kids.
The Cypress Fairbanks Independent School District is the third largest school district in Texas, located in a suburb in northwest Houston. Over the summer, Houston was hit with one of the worst COVID-19 outbreaks in the country, with cases peaking in late July. That same month, Cy-Fair teachers learned that, while students would have the choice to go in person or stay remote, teachers would be expected to return to the classroom in August.
Are you in reading class right now? I did not think there was any possible way that we would be going back into the classroom with students.
Ms. Trevino was asked to sit on the district committee for reopening the schools. She advocated for teachers, but says little came of it.
They were looking at me while I would speak, and they would even have a smile on their face, the ones that weren't wearing masks during the meetings. But ultimately it didn't matter. They truly did not care. I saw behind the curtain, so to speak, how little they considered teachers in their plans.
The district declined NBC's request for an on-camera interview, but sent comment in an email. In the email, a district spokesperson noted that it has and continues to incorporate feedback from teachers through the committee. One of Ms. Trevino's suggestions was that the most at-risk teachers stay virtual, teaching the students who stayed remote.
I love doing what I'm doing. I love it. I totally love it. We had an exam today. Oh, very nice. They did such a great job.
Gabriella Kolb has taught chemistry at Cy Ranch High School for 7 years. Last year, she was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer.
But I still went into my classroom every day, and I told my students, I said, guys, you are the ones that make me get out of bed every day, because I come here and I absorb all your energy. And I had some amazing, amazing, amazing students.
While she was medically high risk, Ms. Kolb was left with few options. She was told by HR that she might qualify for a 2-week paid sick leave under national coronavirus legislation. After that, she could either take a medical leave or a disability leave, both of which are unpaid. Or she could return to the classroom.
About a dozen protesters gathered outside the district headquarters to voice opposition to the school board's plan to reopen schools.
The decision makers within the Cy-Fair School District continue to express their concern for students, their concern for parents, but absolutely no concern whatsoever for teachers.
As the start of the school year neared, Ms. Trevino and dozens of other teachers urged board members to let them work remotely for the first 3 weeks of training. But Cy-Fair wouldn't budge. In August, members of the Cy-Fair Teachers Union won a temporary restraining order in district court, allowing them to stay home. But that decision was overturned days later, after Cy-Fair appealed to the Texas Supreme Court.
Our district leadership took their own teachers to the Texas Supreme Court to get that injunction overturned.
Online, other teachers and parents criticized union members for standing up to the school district, tweeting with the hashtag AFT doesn't speak for me. NBC News reached out to union representatives but did not receive a response.
I see parents commenting, then quit, just quit, you know? Like it's that easy. You know, I'm not just working a job that I don't care about. It's not that easy quitting a job that you've had. This is my career, this is my livelihood. It's not easy to just quit.
My anxiety went through the roof. I ended up in the emergency room on August 12th. Just the thought of I have to go in the school on August 14th. So my kids told me before August 14th, Mom, you can't go in. We don't want to lose you. And I said, but this is what I want to do. I want to be a teacher. I want to be there for my students. I want to see them every day because to me, I don't know, that's where I'm meant to be. That's where I'm happy. So I don't want to resign over COVID.
When reached for comment, a district spokesperson noted available accommodations like air purifiers, KN95 mask, upgraded AC filters, and the ability for some teachers to teach students remotely from an empty classroom. But at a September board meeting, an assistant superintendent noted that there weren't, quote, a lot of opportunities for teachers to do so.
The last week of professional development, I had a panic attack in my room for over an hour and couldn't calm down. So I saw my doctor and he pretty much confirmed that and put me on 3 different blood pressure medications. It's not easy to leave a job that you have loved for 15 years. Knowing that that was your calling. What else was I gonna do? I didn't know what to do. But I couldn't risk my kids losing their mother. And I had to make this decision for them.
Ms. Trevino chose to resign, and she doesn't plan to go back.
Elisa Trevino?
What is it going to take for you all to listen? I receive messages from teachers daily crying out for help due to being overworked and feeling unsafe. And I worry that this is going to lead into a max exodus of teachers leaving during the school year or at the end of the year, because we as teachers have seen exactly where we stand with the administrators.
Thank you very much.
It's been nearly 2 months now since the school year started. Ms. Culp says that very little has changed. The combination of in-person and virtual teaching means she's working around the clock. She says she doesn't trust that her school is accurately reporting its COVID cases or effectively contact tracing. Her biggest classes now have 18 students in person. In response, the district cited its tests and tracing protocols, including reporting procedures for cases, and the nearly 180,000 desk shields that Cy-Fair has installed. According to the district, 61% of students have chosen to return to campuses this grading period.
In March, when a lot of the teachers stepped up, went above and beyond to be there for their students, the teachers were praised as heroes. Now, when we protest the fact that we don't feel safe to go in the classroom, we are berated and belittled.
But it's not just Cy-Fair. Teachers across the country are grappling with the same decisions. A poll by the National Education Association found that nearly 1 in 3 teachers say COVID-19 has made them more likely to resign or retire early. And it's all happening in the midst of a years-long nationwide teacher shortage. At Cy-Fair, more than 1,200 teachers have taken leaves of absence so far this year. Last year, that number was 147. The number of Cy-Fair teachers who have resigned or retired so far has stayed consistent.
Right now, I work for a call center for a tutoring company. I was getting pretty, I guess, sad that I had a different position, and so I had to put a Post-it here to try and remind myself that, you know, things are still good.
What does it say?
It says smile, more time with the kids, safe at home, flexibility, less stress.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.